that team and see what they could have did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's NBA. NBA. Now we're gonna switch to that virtual world, man. Cause guess what's dropping tomorrow? NBA 2K. Depending on when you listen to this,
Right.
tomorrow NBA 2K is dropping. It's dropping, and I'm looking forward to it. What you looking forward to most in 2K?
Man, to be honest with you, I'm a big play now guy. So I'm really hoping that they kind of fix some of the bugs and issues that Play Now has had over the years. Um, I don't know why they can't make it to where you aren't playing with the same team as somebody else. That's the most irritating thing on the face of the planet. But I'm really looking forward to getting back in the swing of Play Now, just because I stopped playing it for a little while. Instead, it'll be interesting to see going back to it. They've added some classic teams, some other classic teams from what I've heard, and then some like USA basketball team. Hopefully, you can play with those online, because historically you haven't been able to play with those USA teams online for whatever reason. They locked in like the offline menu, which is weird because there's not a whole lot of guys that sit and play offline games anymore. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to the Play Now, and then we always in the park. So
yeah, yes sir.
Always in the park, and as much BS be in the park, I like the BS. I'm not gonna lie, the BS. The BS be having me drove sometimes. It'd be fun getting all worked up.
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
for
I
sure,
love it.
Sure,
I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm looking. What I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to my career. I'm a big park guy. I love the park. I love the park. So I'm ready to figure out which build I'm gonna create and what I'm gonna do with it, and just what it's gonna look like.
Yeah.
And then two this year coming in, like something that we start doing at the end of 2K20, my league.
Oh,
So we got a four person league. So we got a 4-person league. It's me, Cam, Mo, Marv. We may be looking to add some more people to it, but right now it's a 4-person league. Oh yeah, Tim was in there. But right now it's a 4-man league because Tim left. So we're gonna kick that off 2K21. And we're gonna let you guys know. We're gonna stream some of those games. We're gonna put those games on YouTube. Let you guys see, cause I'm talking about it goes to another level in there, man.
Yeah, it does.
It goes to another level in there, man. You can hear, you gonna hear some stuff. Listen, sellers would blush if they heard some of the stuff that went on in these games,
yes,
man.
Sir.
So yeah, so we're looking forward to that to that going on. And then after that, I mean, the park and my league. That's the only thing I'm really looking forward to. I'm just ready to get a download, get my Kobe edition. Kobe edition, yes sir.
They couldn't get that $100 out of the
Yes sir. So going back to the NBA. I want to ask you. I want this segment right here to be called Shoot or Pass. Shoot or Pass. I'm gonna give you some people, and you're gonna tell me whether you shoot it up. Cause on our team, if y'all didn't know, on our 2K team, Cam the shooter. I'm the facilitator. I get everybody involved. Cam the shooter, and I lock everybody up too. I'm the shooter. I'm the facilitator. Lock them up. Cam knock them down and lock them up. All right. So I'm gonna give you some names, and you just tell me whether you're gonna shoot or pass them. All right. So playoff P.
Pass.
I'm passing too.
Yes, sir.
Game time.
Oh yeah, we shooting on Dame time any day of the week, any day of the month, any day of the year. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Even though Dame ain't got a championship, we shooting Dame time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Embiid and Ben Simmons playing together.
That's tough. I think if Ben Simmons is playing the 4, I will shoot because I think I liked when they had him playing in a bubble at the 4.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he doesn't space the floor very well, he cuts because he doesn't have the basketball in his hand. And I think they work a little better together like that than Ben Simmons being at the point guard. But just in general, man, I've lost all faith in the process. So in general, I'm gonna have to pass on them boys, man.
Pass. Okay. I'm gonna pass on them too. I'm gonna pass on them too. I don't think they can work, man. I think Philadelphia. If it was me, I'm trading Simmons. I'm trading Simmons. I'm bringing in like 3 pieces for Simmons. Get some draft picks. Either way it go, I'm gonna go get some people that can shoot the ball. If Ben Simmons develops a jump shot, if he even stops just being scared to shoot the ball, but it's like he can't get over that. So James Harden and Westbrook playing together, pass or shoot.
I'm gonna have to pass, man. Even going back to the playoff game, that Game 7 against OKC, James Harden was awful.
Yeah.
He was. Yeah. I think he had 17. Dort, the guy that was guarding him from OKC, had like 30. So
a couple of those games, James Harden looked like he was scared to go get the ball, man.
Yeah, it's just I don't know if it's like a mental block for James Harden in the postseason, because he's such a prolific player in the regular season, and he's definitely gonna be one of those guys as a Hall of Famer too.
Yeah,
but he always had the stain on his resume that he just was not a playoff performer, and you can't be a superstar and not perform well in the playoffs, and you just can't do it.
That's true. He gonna have to win. He gonna have to win a championship. If he doesn't win a championship, he's gonna be forgotten, man.
Yep.
He's gonna be forgotten. He's just gonna be another one of those guys who can score the basketball, and we gonna remember. But no one else is gonna really remember him, man. It's crazy.
Especially playing with Russell Westbrook, because Russell Westbrook, if James Harden doesn't take more command of the floor, Westbrook is out of control in late game situations.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen a superstar, not even just like not making shots, I've never seen a superstar consistently make bad decisions.
Yeah.
Late game situations. It was like that when he was at OKC with KD. It was like that when he was OKC by himself. And like that's followed him throughout his entire career. And just kind of looking at how he played. Now, granted, he was hurt. So, you got to shake the rust off getting back and yada, yada, yada. But thinking about the game that they lost in Game 6, where he gets the rebound, or it wasn't a rebound, it was a dead ball, because OKC had just hit a shot, and he comes like flying down the court.
Yeah, one speed.
And throws a no-look pass to try and hit Robert Covington.
Yeah,
Robert Covington went for the ball. You know what I'm saying? Chris Paul had went from Westbrook and then went to Robert Covington. So, I mean, you can't even complete that pass. So those guys playing together, just how unpredictable Westbrook can be in late game situations, and just James Harden's playoff resume, you guys got to pass on those guys.
Yeah, I'm a pass on them too. I'm gonna pass on them too. Giannis winning a championship without a jump shot.
You know, the weird thing about Giannis is Giannis plays the position where, because him and Ben Simmons have a similar play style.
Uh-huh.
Giannis has just gotten smart, and he's allowed himself to become coachable and take jump shots. But I don't think Giannis has to ever be a prolific jump shooter to get a championship. He just needs a guy that can get his own shot. Because right now in Milwaukee, they don't really have that. And I love Chris Middleton. I think he was a part of the 40, 50, 90 club this year. Great basketball player. But when I think about guys that can go and get their own, Chris Middleton is not on. He's not in the top 10 of that list. He's not in the top 20 of that list.
I agree. I'm gonna have to agree with that. point. Now Giannis does what he does, and he does it phenomenally.
Yeah.
He does it phenomenally, in my opinion. I don't know if Giannis is a playoff player, man, as he is right now. Now, if it was up and down, hands down, Giannis got that. Got it. But the way it is, playoff basketball is half court. And if they don't put some shooters around him, I think they're gonna have to put some more shooters around him. They got Chris Middleton who can put the ball in the bucket. Like you said, he's not a upper echelon type guard or whatever, but he can put the ball in the bucket. I think they need to put 2 or 3 more people around him. Go away from Wes Matthews, who can shoot the ball. Go away from him, but get a couple of young guys and put them in there. So, yeah. So I'm a pass right now on Giannis. I'm a pass on Giannis doing it right now. But later on, I might actually shoot that thing if it comes through. But right now, I'm passing on Giannis winning the championship. I don't think Giannis gonna win the championship the whole time he out here. I think it's gonna go from LeBron doing his thing to KD and them doing their thing. I think it's gonna skip over Giannis. I think Giannis is gonna be like Karl Malone. It's gonna get to a point where, like, we can talk about Karl Malone right now. You look at Karl Malone, you like, most people are like, who is Karl Malone? Only one of the greatest power forwards ever played the game.
Ever played the game.
But guess who he ran into all the time? Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah.
So now when you talk about the greatest power forwards of all time, they're gonna bring up Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan. They're gonna say they won't even bring up Charles Barkley. And Charles Barkley was a real one.
Yes, sir.
They don't even bring him up because he didn't get that ring, man. I mean, so a lot of those guys who got the rings are the guys who they bring up. Kevin Garnett got a ring. You know what I'm saying? It was later on, but he got a ring. Tim Duncan got a ring. And those guys who they bring up as the top power forwards are like that. And so I think way down the line, we get 10 years down the line, somebody gonna mention Giannis and they're gonna be like, he was a good player. I don't know if he was all that.
Right.
Now, if he get a ring, they're gonna mention him like this. Oh man, Giannis definitely one of the top players. And it's something about getting a ring that people like, oh wow, that guy's a great player. Look at Robert Horry. Oh man, Big Shot Bob's great. Big Shot Bob's great. If Robert Horry never won any of those rings, man, they've been like, man, Robert Horry ain't. You know what I'm saying? So that's my whole thing.
At the end of the day, championships are what separate the great players from the good players.
Exactly.
And it's kind of unfair because there's so many guys that are great players that are just going to get overlooked because of the era that they were in. Like you were saying with like the Stockton and Malone.
Yeah.
Great Hall of Fame guys, like the top of their positions. But there's a guy named Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Yes, sir.
That just kept all them guys from getting rings.
He's like, get in my shadow.
Right. So that's tough, man. And I don't know if Giannis is facing the same uphill battle with the way the league is right now, because guys are so comfortable with switching teams.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Giannis will necessarily be the guy to switch teams, but I feel like Giannis is going to get some help.
Yeah.
And because it's so easy to get help now and to get a big three or to get 2 strong guys and to have all these extra pieces signed for the vet minimum, I think Giannis is going to get a championship. Can he do it in a Bucks uniform? I don't know. I honestly don't know.
That's true. I could agree with that. I guess I can agree with that. I can go back about it. I can agree with that. But if he don't switch, I don't think he get one. I don't think he get one. And so I would just like right now to thank everybody who listened to this podcast or watched this video. I like everybody who did that. I want to thank you guys for doing that. Do that again. I just want to thank everybody who watched this video, listen to this podcast. We appreciate you guys listening. We're trying to keep these videos between 15, 20 minutes, but we can keep people watching them, keep people listening. And so with that being said, join us next week when we go in. We're going to talk about Steph Curry a little bit. I don't think Steph Curry will be the same player.
Man, I love me
if he went on that team. Next week, join us. It's Cam. It's D.
It's Cam, man.
Hold on, let's do it one more time. So next week, join us. It's D.
And it's Cam.
It's 2 guys with a ball. We'll see y'all later. Peace.
I like it.